Hey friends, Malika here from Malika Semper Astrology, and this week's video I want to talk about the building of the new moon coming in. We are building towards that energy. So Friday, July 5th, we have a new moon in Cancer coming in at 14 degrees of Cancer. So we have a double Cancer sky, meaning that the sun and the moon are both meeting up at 14 degrees of Cancer and blessing us with all these Cancer lessons and energy and a very Cancerian atmosphere right now. Okay. So you can probably feel it this week building towards a new moon, which is a quietness, right? When there's a new moon in the heavens, the moon is just the tiniest sliver from our viewpoint in the sky, and everything is dark and everything is quiet. So new moons are really about going inward, introspection, lighting a candle in the dark, coming back into your own sacred space, especially a water new moon, a Cancer, double Cancer sky. We are meant to come back home this week into this weekend. We can feel a little bit more sensitive. I'm looking at the chart for the new moon. There's a lot of stuff going on in Cancer. We have the sun in Cancer, the moon in Cancer, and Venus in Cancer, right? And Venus is really close to this particular new moon as well. So there is a sweetness with this new moon coming in. We don't want to be around a lot of people, but we want to be around those people who mean something to us, our core people or core person, if you will. And in our home space, we are really coming back to ourselves, the core of ourselves, under a Cancer new moon. We want to let the tears flow. We could feel a little bit vulnerable. We could feel a little bit tender. Family stuff could be coming up for us, or things of the past could be coming up for us under a Cancer new moon. This is going to really affect those of us who are Cancers or have strong Cancer planets in our chart, Capricorns also, Aries, and Librans as well, especially if you have any planets around 14 degrees, give or take 5 degrees around those four signs: Cancer, Capricorn, Aries, Libra. Okay. So pay extra attention. Could be a little bit tricky for Capricorns, especially because it is this very emotional, tender, vulnerable week with a new moon in Cancer, and Capricorns tend to, typical Capricorn energy, not all Caps, but just the archetype of Capricorn tends to shy away from that mushy, gushy, really close, squishy, emotional, tearful energy. Okay. But there is a lot of emotional wisdom at our fingertips right now with a Cancer new moon. So when we are sitting in this new beginning, right? New moons are about new beginnings. It's a brand new 28-ish day cycle. And we are ready to plant the seed of something. We're ready to cultivate something. I invite you guys to sit and think about your inner world, what you are creating for yourself. Everything that you are and that is, when you come home at the end of the day and you close that front door behind you, that is really the focus right now. It's not about worldly things, exterior things. It's not about your work, so on and so forth. It really is about the core of you, your home base, the sacredness of that, the safety of that, and also your home base as far as your soul goes, your inner world, right? It's going to feel really good to stay home. It's going to feel really good to nurture and take care of those that you love, aka your family around you, and yourself. This is a great week and weekend for a lot of self-care. Lot of self-care, taking a bath, cooking your favorite meal, feeding those you love, feeding yourself, right? And staying home and creating those sweet, sweet environments in your own home space. Venus in the mix, Venus so close to this new moon just sends a sweetness. It sends a little bit of like lovey-dovey romantic energy as well. So being with your partner, during this new moon, or finding somebody that you love so dearly and spending time with them alone during this new moon. All of those things are going to be really beneficial. Okay. So in a nutshell, we're coming back home to ourselves. We're coming back home to our literal home space. We are surrounding ourselves with family or our inner circle. We are letting the emotions out. We're letting the water flow, and we are finding the strength and the power in vulnerability. So enjoy this new moon in Cancer. There's such a sweetness here with Venus involved. And I will be back next week. Thanks for watching, you guys.